There was so much drama in this show. Hello beautiful people, I hope you are doing well and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I am back with another review, and as you can see by the title, today we are going to be talking about the series Hierarchy. Let's get started. So, in a nutshell, if you do not know, Hierarchy follows this high school student named Kang-ha who gets a scholarship at this really bougie school. And when he gets there, he realizes that there is indeed a hierarchy to the students in the school, and all the super rich kids are at the top and the scholarship kids are right at the bottom, and they experience so much bullying from the kids at the top. And he is there to kind of sort of break the system, but there's also a more personal reason as to why he's at that school. So if you like drama, the show is for you, because it gives very much, you know, like Penthouse vibes, or like the Thai drama The Eclipse, you know, those high school based shows where they show the difference in the dynamic between the rich and the poor, you know, tackling stories of bullying and things like that, drama upon drama upon drama, then this show is for you. So I watched the trailer for this show like pretty much when the trailer came out, but I did not fully register it, I guess, because when the show came out I pretty much went in blind because I could not remember what the trailer was. But what reeled me in was the actor who plays Rian, because I was like, my guy from King the Land. And I pretty much knew from the word go that this is going to have me stressed left, right and center, because what do you mean first scene, first minute of the first episode, there's someone getting hit by a car? And then on top of that, when it was the first assembly in the first episode and I saw the lady who plays the principal, I knew. And then when Kang-ha is there saying his speech, you know, as the new recipient of the scholarship, and Rian walks in with his posse, I was like, yo, the stress that hit me, guys, the stress that hit me, because I was like, I like this guy, right? In King the Land, he was the greenest of flags. We all remember him. If you watched King the Land, we all were obsessed with him, right? So when he walked in, I was like, don't let this man play the villain, please don't let him be the villain. And like the whole time while I was watching the series, the beginning part of it, that is, the whole time I was wondering, okay, so how on earth does that kid who gets hit by a car in the beginning of episode 1 tie into this whole thing, right? And I'm watching and I'm trying to put the pieces together, and I put the pieces together and I'm like, okay, it seems like they are friends, you know, it seems like they are friends, because Kang-ha is referring to him as Hyung, and we all know Kuti Hyung, it can be a chingu, it can be an actual brother, you know, the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, Hyung, they must have been friends. And then the show continues and I'm like, oh snap, I don't think they were friends, I think they were brothers. Deep, that makes the link even more intense, hectic, right? And then the show continues even further and I'm like, oh snap, they're not just brothers, they're twins. I really thought they were just like friends, close friends, besties, brothers at most. I did not think of twins. I was like, oh, no wonder homeboy is ready to be here to avenge his brother's death, because what on earth? Drama, right? Drama. And the whole time I'm like, I really hope Rian, because you know they're pinning this thing on Rian, and I'm like, please don't let Rian be the one who did the thing. As much as he is on top of the food chain at the school, you know, I'm like, please don't let him be the one that carried out this whole thing, please. And I think at some point I kind of sort of figured out that man, it can't be him. I think at around episode 4 or 5 I was like, I don't think it's him, because as much as Rian is there, right, top guy, he doesn't really do much in the show in terms of inflicting pain on others. Like, we had told my and I'd be like, go do this, go do that, go that, but he doesn't really do much. So in my head I'm like, I really don't think he would have been the one, you know, who did to do this, to hit the kid with the car. And I was right, we love to see it. And I was actually so glad that Rian didn't turn out to be a full-blown villain, because oh my goodness, my heart, I was not ready. I was not that ready for that guy to play a villain. And then the whole kind of sort of love triangle going on with Rian, Kang-ha and Jae-i, I don't know. This is something I battled with the show. Like, as much as there was drama upon drama upon drama, I feel like there was lack of chemistry. You know, like there was as much chemistry as there was in my ID's Kind of Beauty. And I just needed more grip, especially because we know that dude he can get. We saw him in King the Land. Hello. I expected, you know what I mean? And it was just not giving. I'm like, where is the chemistry? I need more chemistry in this. So I battled with that a little bit. Oh, Jae-i went through a lot. Because what do you mean? Homegirl got into a relationship, kind of kept it secret to the parents, and then that thing, and got herself pregnant. And then, okay, not got herself pregnant, but you know what I mean. And then went all the way to the United States to try and get rid of the pregnancy. But then, instead of her terminating the pregnancy terminated itself. And then on top of that, the father, the brother. I was like, no, this girl does not have family whatsoever, because that father, oh my goodness, how do you treat your own child that way? How do you treat your own sibling that way? Like the hate that the brother and the father have for Jae-i, I'm like, I do not get it. Like, this girl is pretty much just existing and going through life. Like, she really doesn't cause that much trouble, but she is going through it at home because of her family. And since we're on the topic of Jae-i, you know when they were doing the farewell party, right? Because she was about to go to New York, and her friend, what's her name, Hera, when Hera threw that farewell party, right? And I'm listening, guys. I can't be the only one. Please, I cannot be the only one that picked up on this, but I was listening to the music, right? And I'm listening, and I'm like, man, guys. As much as I don't know how to speak Korean, I know how Korean sounds, and I'm listening, and I'm like, man, this sounds like Venek. This, I'm like, this does not sound like Korean. So I'm like, let me go look for the song, because likely in the subtitles they had the name of the song, right? The title. So I'm like, let me go on Spotify real quick and look for the song. I find the song. Is it not Toya Lazy? I'm like, okay, South Africa represent. Yo, and Hera is another one. Yo, that girl stressed me. That girl stressed me, because it's like, girl, just take a hint. Because Rian has said multiple times, Goody Bites, my heart belongs to Jae-i. I don't know why she was so adamant on trying to get this man to go out with her. And when he said no, she threw a fit. She was ready to throw Jae-i under the bus. She was ready to do everything in her power to make sure she trapped this man in a relationship with her. She made my blood boil, especially because Woo-jin is right there. Woo-jin is right there. And like, she is crying. Uguti, Rian doesn't see me. Rian doesn't see me. And I'm like, you are not seeing Woo-jin. Woo-jin is right there in front of you. And Woo-jin was my character, shame. Like, as flawed as that man was. Oh, he had so many flaws. There's something about him that I like, and I feel like I need to see him in a character that is more green flag. Because I feel like there's potential there for me to like him, like as an actor, you know. I just need to see him in a different role. But I think Woo-jin was my favorite character in the show. But the drama of the fact that he was dating the teacher, I was like, oh. Not only was that little entanglement going on with Woo-jin and the teacher, but then it turns out the teacher was the one driving the car that killed Kang-ha's brother. And then there was this whole saga of Jae-i getting blackmailed by some mysterious person, right? And the whole time I could see that boy, that nerd boy with the glasses, right? The principal's son. And I was like, I feel like this dude is somehow involved. But I didn't think he was headline. Uputi was right there in the forefront. I didn't expect him to be all the way in. I thought maybe there is someone who is like, do this, do that type of thing, you know. I was not ready for that, but I was so glad though that the truth came out, you know. Everybody got what was coming to them. Yeah, man, you know, the bullying was you know, taken to the forefront, got on the news. You know, the principal got fired, and you know, yes. And speaking of principal, you know how they like, okay, we got a new principal, right? Rian's mother is like, okay, we're gonna get a new principal in after that one gets fired. And then we see that lady sit on the chair, right? She walks into the office and she's like sitting, and she's new principal, I assume. And I do not know whether I missed that lady somewhere, shape, size, or form, but who is that lady? Has that character appeared somewhere in the show and I just don't recognize her anymore. I don't know, because sometimes, you know, what she has style and buzz. So I'm like, is that the case here? Because I looked at the lady and I'm like, who are you? Are you a new character? But like, now why would they just randomly introduce a new character in the last episode towards the end of the episode? That does not make sense to me. So like, who is she? Jae decides that she's going to leave, you know, the school, but she's not going to New York. She's going to start on greener pastures. Then it turns out that she goes all the way to her mama, and I'm like, okay, girl, you better work, honey, you know. And I feel like she's gonna live a good life there, because I don't think, I have faith that the mama was a good person, and it's just the father who was absolutely terrible and kicked her out and did all those awful things. So yeah, but that was Hierarchy. Y'all will let me know what you thought of Hierarchy. I feel like there was so much drama, but at the same time there were parts where I feel like it had too much but not enough drama at the same time. I don't know how to explain it better than that, because I think at around episode 4 I got kind of bored. Like, I was struggling to get past episode 4 because I don't know, it felt like it started to drag a little bit, and I was like, there is so much happening but at the same time not enough. I don't know if I'm the only one who got that feeling, but you will let me know if you're gonna watch it, if you watched it already, what you thought of it. Also, I'm low-key sad that we didn't see anything happen with Woo-jin and Hera. Now granted, there was that little, not an innuendo, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know now, but like when they're having a little conversation, the two of them, and Hera is like, some things are better left unsaid. I'm like, now granted, she was not talking about that in the context of the conversation, but you know, you can take something and apply it to something else. So when she said that, I was like, okay, so we're really not gonna see anything here. And like, it would have been cute. I really wanted him to be happy. But yes, man, you guys will let me know what you thought of the show, your favorite characters, least favorite characters. Did you like the story? Were the things, you know, you thought, you wished they had expanded on a little further? All that good stuff, y'all will let me know. So that is it from me to you for now. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, switch on post notifications, all that amazing stuff. Until next time, stay amazing. Bye.